Hi all, I hope you're well. We have a upcoming update of Solar Smash that introduces a lot of new features, functionality, content, etc. So I thought I would do a quick video just kind of highlighting some of those, just so you have an idea of what you can expect really. So if I start off with Planet Smash. Now straight off the bat you can see there has been a number of changes to the UI. So in the top left hand side we have condensed the options down, and in the bottom left you can see there is an addition of a custom button as well, custom planet button. So if I start off with the top left hand side, so the settings cog now contains all the game settings that were previously kind of taking up all the available space up in the top left. So border, statistics, grid, background, and the addition of star. Now what this does is it allows you to customize what the star colors look like, just to give you a bit of extra customization for your screenshots, etc. So if I start off with Corona, now these options, so Corona and Flare, do become very overwhelmed with the glow. So if I leave glow for now, you can see the green, the hints of the green, you can see the yellow, and once I change glow you will quickly lose most of that. So if I go for a blue for example, and if I kept it here, you can still see the green, you can still see the yellow, but if I was to go for a more powerful color like pink, you'd start to lose that quickly. So it's all about kind of finding that middle ground where you'd be able to see, and I think the darker colors kind of show that quite well. Now what this will allow you to do, we have added options and functionality to kind of expose this a little more. So if I change the background, and I'll just change this to a yellow and a pink. Now if I go into here, you can see there is a camera icon. Now what is in here is the two historical camera modes. So we have default, which is what I'm in now. We have aim, which is the target mode for shoot your weapons, etc. And we have orbital, which focuses on the planet, and the planet you can see is orbiting. And we have one additional mode, which is free mode. Now free mode will allow you to move the camera around. So if I go up here, and what this will do is just allow you to better position each of the elements, so you can start getting the better screenshots, etc. And if you time it well, if you fire your weapons, see them coming in, go into free mode, adjust, you could slow it down considerably. So if I went right slow, started firing weapons, etc., you could see now how you can start getting some quite good screenshots. Well, that's quite nice actually, with the moon orbiting around. So if I go back into default mode, now if I go into the bottom left, you can see the custom planet. Now what this is it holds the original custom planet at the top, and it also has the custom image at the bottom. Now there are three variants to this, so you have the traditional sphere, you have the cube, and you have the donut. So if I go onto the sphere, so what this will do is it gives you the option to load an image from your app gallery. Now you can see I've loaded an image, and now the planet is textured with that image, and you can do all the usual stuff that you would do to any other planet. So you can destroy that image. So you can see I've destroyed the logo, the texture, and I can also bring it back. Now there are other variants, and they work in a similar way. So the cube and the donut work in the exact same way as well. So you would click on cube, you'd get an image, you would load in your image, and you can see that it now wraps around that cube. Works in the same way. So have a play around, show us what you come up with, hopefully safe for work. What you can see here as well, so I'll stick onto the cube. In fact, I'll look some of the other planets that have been added. So you can see down here, so the icons for the giants, so Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, have changed, and you can see that the rings are a lot more prominent as well, and there have been considerable changes to these rings as well, so they look a lot better, as you can see. So if I zoom right out, now Saturn looks considerably better. Zoom out, I can zoom in, so it looks a lot nicer overall, and that's the same with the other giants as well, so with Neptune and with Uranus. If I go on to the TRAPPIST system, so there have been additional planets added here as well. If I go onto here, so one thing you can see at the bottom of one of the variants is a rocket, or what looks like a rocket. Now this is the Space Y rocket, not to be mistaken with a SpaceX rocket. And this is a new weapon that was added, and you can see a rocket comes in, breaks apart, blows up. And if I give that a bit more space, so you can see that's separated. That rocket will continue onto its destination. And that's blown up, and then the remaining part will go flying in and also blow up as well. There is also new monsters that have been added as well. So you can see at the bottom there is what looks to be a monster with a laser. Now this is a laser Doge. So you can see a Doge comes running in, shoots a laser across, and then runs away. And there's also the same down one as well. Bonk. That'll just bonk the planet and then fade off as well. There have been a lot of changes with how the weapons interact with the planets now as well, and that has been across the entire board. So have a play around with some of the existing weapons and see if you can detect some of the changes that have been made. Now if I go back into System Smash mode, you can see that this has been expanded on, so there are new systems added. So we've added the TRAPPIST system and Tau Ceti. So if I go on to the TRAPPIST, straight away you can see at the top the timer. Now this is capturing the year, the number of days within that year, and the time. And if you drop down, you can see that there's an additional speed setting. Now this speed setting will just allow you to move around considerably quicker, which is quite fun. It works really well in the Sol system as well, and it's somewhat accurate. So some of the additional stuff that we've added, so if you go onto here you can see there is a to-do, and this is a wormhole. So if I drop a wormhole here and I drop a connecting tunneled wormhole here, now what you can do is you can throw one of the planets, for example, into that wormhole, and if I come over here you can see that that planet then appears out of here as well. One of the other things that have been added, and I'll allow you to have a play around to see if you can work out what this does, but there is a wave as well, wave generator. Now you can mess around with these and see what exactly this does. But this is one of the other items that have been added as well. I think that's everything for system. There has been a few other minor changes. There's been a lot of bug fixes, etc. But let's see if you can see what's been added really. And I hope that kind of covers everything, and I hope you enjoy the update and it kind of gives you a good idea of what's coming along if there's anything you would like to see in the future, then you can reach out to any of us. We're on all the platforms really. If you leave a note in Discord, if you leave a comment on this video, etc., we'll look and we can pick up any of the ideas, and who knows, you might see it in one of the future updates. I just wanted to say thank you again. I saw that I'd hit 25,000 subscribers, which is great. It's a big motivator into me making more videos. If there is any kind of videos you would like to see me make, then again, just leave a comment. I'll have a look. If any of them are good ideas, I'll start introducing those as well. Okay, I think that's everything. Brill, take care, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.